Hi everybody, so today I'm trying a brand new brand that I've never really tested at all before. This is going to be a first impressions of the Isamaya brand. So they've recently launched a new collection. I saw pictures of this in the Selfridge store, I think it was. I saw videos online of somebody visiting, I think it was Selfridges in London, and it was showing how fabulous the collection looked on display. And I also heard that Isamaya has now launched in Sephora US, so it's available everywhere pretty much, hopefully. When I say everywhere, I know that might not include every single country, so I do apologise if you're not able to get hold of this. But anyway, I'm glad that it's starting to expand, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to try this. So I've heard a lot of good things about Isamaya. The only thing I've ever tested from them, the only thing, is this lipstick, which is so gorgeous. I love the packaging, and this is the diamond finish, and I absolutely loved this when I got it. That's the only thing I've ever tried from them. So I went through their new collection and basically picked up everything that was available in my sort of shade. So I've got a box full here, and I want to go through everything that I've bought, and we can try them on together and see how they look. So I'm really excited to try all of this with you together. And if you're new here, hi, my name's Hannah, I'm 48, I'm not a professional, I'm just somebody who loves makeup and beauty, and here on my channel I review the latest releases, give you any beauty news and show you some of my favourite looks. And if you think you'd enjoy that content, I would love it ever so much if you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss future videos from me. And if you're already subscribed, welcome back, I really do appreciate you being here. And if we're going to match up these colours with my skin tone, if you want to know for your skin tone matches, I've got fair to light skin with predominantly cool undertones that lean a bit neutral, and I've got blue eyes. Anyway, that's enough about me, let's get straight into this video. So you may notice I'm super shiny, and that's because I haven't set anything apart from my eyes because I've done my eye makeup, because I don't have any eye products from them. So the first thing I want to show you is this sculpting product. So I'm going to try this, and then I'm going to go in with something called the Skin Enhancing Duo. So this has a blush and a highlight. So I'm going to try both of these on and then set the areas of my face I want to set. So this actually has, this sculpting stick has lots of shades. I think it's 11. I'll pop a picture up now on the screen of all the shades. So it was a bit tricky trying to decide which one to go for, but you can see the shade range for a sculpting stick is excellent. So I often use I always use a contour, not always a contour stick, but I do really enjoy the one from Victoria Beckham. I'm already ripping this box instead of opening it nicely. So I think this is something I could use quite a lot if the shade works for me, and obviously if the product works for me. So here is the packaging. It's very nice packaging, extremely lightweight, but very different. I quite like the sort of the broad tip and the broad bottom. So let's take a look at what this is like inside. So it does look quite similar actually to the Victoria Beckham, which I've actually got sitting here because I always use it. So if I just show you the two side by side, there they are side by side. So very similar sort of size tip. So this one costs, I've got a price written down I think, yeah, £35, and you get 11 grams. So it's a bit more reasonable than the Victoria Beckham, which costs quite a bit more than that I think. I haven't actually got that off the top of my head, but anyway, so this one, yeah, just turn it up and down just like you do with Victoria Beckham. So the shade I've gone for is Beech. So let's see how this colour looks. If I just put it on the back of my hand first, it looks reasonably cool. If I compare it to, I think Travertine is the one I'm using all the time from Victoria Beckham these days. Yeah, so I'll just compare it to Travertine. Not quite as cool as Travertine. So this one is Travertine and this is Beech. Not a huge difference, so I think it should work. It feels a little bit creamier than the Victoria Beckham, maybe. I'm saying that, I'm swatching them into the back of my hand. Yeah, a tiny bit creamier. Slightly more oily finish, I'd say. So this says it has a creamy blendable texture, and this glides smoothly onto lips, cheeks and eyes. So I could have used this in the crease of my eye, but I've gone for an eyeshadow look today. And I will be using this on my lips on the very outer edge, which I always do with the contour. This is infused with ceramide boosters, and it hydrates and protects from harmful environmental toxins for beauty that feels as good as it looks. So let's see if it does work well. So I've got here my BK Beauty 109 brush, and I've got, actually I'm going to use the 109 for the blush, and I'll use my Refa LCO2 for this one. So let's go into all the areas that I put contour. But I'm wondering if I can use it as a bit of a bronzer because it's slightly warm compared to the Victoria Beckham. So I might actually put a double line. So it's like a bronze line and a contour line. And this feels quite lightweight, so I think I can be quite generous and a bit messy with this, as you can see. And then take some down the nose. Taking it on the outer edge because I don't want it to reach the middle. Really creamy. And then the lips. Well, excellent formula so far. I'm not worrying about blending this in and leaving marks because it feels so creamy. I can't imagine it staying there and sticking. So let's just see how this looks. So if I completely skip bronzer today, gosh, that really is just melting in, isn't it? But also not showing an awful lot of pigment. Let's just blend it in everywhere and then maybe add a bit more. So like I said, I'll skip bronzer today and see if I can just use this. And then just go back in and add a bit more for warmth if I think I need it. I really like the way that's blended out on my forehead. I think it's quite a natural colour for me actually, so I really like that. Not bad at all. I'm really impressed at the moment with the contour shades we've been getting, well, formulas rather, because the Rare Beauty was fabulous. The Iconic London one I recently tested, they're all coming out with these really good creamy formulas that are just so user-friendly. You can't really go wrong with them. Well, virtually no work involved in blending any of that out. So I'll take my Nicky LaRose N16 brush and just blend this out on the nose. The only thing I would say is that it's not very pigmented. I get a bit more pigment from the other ones in my collection. I do feel like I might need to go in for more, and there's not enough product in this really to justify that because I might end up using it up too quickly. So I'm going to put more because I'm going for more of a bronze finish. So I'll put a little bit more on the forehead. I did actually put more on the forehead anyway, so I don't feel like I need quite so much there. I forgot to do the lips. It almost doesn't need blending out with the lips, you know, because it just went on like a liner. I only like to contour the bottom lip these days. I like to keep the top more bright. Oh, it works perfectly on the lips, it really does. So maybe like with the Victoria Beckham, this is one that could be more for nose and lips, which is the way I use Victoria Beckham. But I really like that as a bronzer, you know. Occasional use for the whole face as well. Oh, that is lovely. And now if I didn't have eye makeup on and I started patting this into the eyes, that would be such a quick and easy look. This is really good actually, really, really good. Oh, I like this a lot. So with all those shades, if you wanted to try this, I'd definitely recommend giving it a go, you know. Definitely one to add to the collection if you enjoy contouring, and certainly if you want that precision down the nose and around the lips, but I'm really happy with that. So now I always go in with a little bit of concealer, so I'll just put a little bit of concealer on the back of my hand and then just add concealer where I think I need it. So a little bit down the centre of the nose. Try to emphasize that contour and brighten the nose in the center, and then the same here to sort of emphasize the contour line. I'm still using that same Nicky LaRose N16 brush for this, almost like a paint brush, just taking the concealer onto the brush and just going straight on. And because there's no powder on my face, everything's blending beautifully. And a little bit on the chin there where I've got a bit of redness, a little bit here, and then just a bit up here as well, just to bring a bit of brightness to the very centre of my forehead. And I'll just go in with my foundation brush to just blend that together with the contour. So now, before I set anything, apart from under the eyes, like I said, which is done, let's go straight in with this product here, the Skin Enhancing Duo. So I will be fully wearing creams then. So this is £34 and I got this in the shade Fig. So this comes in eight different colour options, and I'm showing you a picture of those now. You'll see one of them has got a line through it. That's because of the pictures I've got of the shades are from the Selfridges site here in the UK, which confirms it must have been the Selfridge shop that I saw the video from, by the way. And it looks like Pout is out of stock, and that's because it's a very sort of popular classic rosy pink. I'm trying to get this out of the box, it's a little bit stiff. So here it is. It's very heavy, you know, quite chunky. Look how big that is. Feels very heavy. How much is in here? 5.8 grams, and it's made in Italy. So £34 for 5.8 grams doesn't seem too bad at all. It says you can elevate your cheek game and more with this dreamy blush and highlighter pair. Designed for cheeks, lips and eyes, this unique solid to cream, isn't it normally the other way around? So that should be interesting. Formula delivers a natural glow whilst boosting hydration and radiance. Lightweight and ultra blendable, it's your go-to for a refined luminous finish. So I'm wondering if this might be a little bit similar to the sort of finish I get from the Tom Ford. I've got here the Tom Ford High Altitude Soleil Neige Blush Highlight Duo. I'm thinking from looking at it, it's going to be quite similar. Sorry, this one's a bit messy, but this one is a bit like the colour that's sold out from the Isamaya collection. So let's look at Fig anyway, which I thought looked really nice, and it does actually. I'm really pleased with it already, I can tell you that. Look at this, lovely shade. Very pleased. I think Fig might make people think this is quite deep, but it's not too deep at all. Again, very solid. I think it's got a mirror. I need to peel off, or does it? Yeah, it does. It's so well covered you can't actually tell that it's a mirror. So let's take this off. So a very good sized mirror, just a very big compact. So not overly sleek, but it's got a nice closure. It's easy. Is it easy to open? I'm saying that as I can't open it. It is easy to open. I was just being stupid. So put your finger there and just lift it from the sides. Yeah, it's got a sort of soft closure, you know, like you get with kitchen cupboards, how it sort of closes softly, which is quite cool. So let's look at them swatched on the back of my hand. I could compare them actually if you like. Gosh, it's really silky creamy, it really is. Very oily though. Oh gosh, and I just went into the highlighter and my finger actually went straight in. Can you see that? Very sort of squishy. It's almost like Vaseline. Look at that on my hand. I'm not sure how I feel about just how oily that is actually, but anyway, we'll see. So very pretty though, and I love the Fig shade. So if I compare that with the Tom Ford, which is going to be more of a formula comparison than anything else, I know straight away that the Tom Ford's a much thicker cream. It doesn't have that oily finish. So obviously we're getting a different colour here. And then the Tom Ford highlighter, I mean there it is on my finger there. Can you see the difference? It doesn't have that sort of slippery, oily finish, but very creamy. So that's the Tom Ford. You can't really see the highlighter. There's a bit more colour I think in this one. I don't know if there's a description of the shade. I don't think there is. So anyway, let's just try it on. So I'm going to use my 109 brush from BK Beauty to apply the blush. So let's go into this and let's go straight to the cheek. Oh, that's a nice colour. It's actually good that that other one was out of stock, because I think I might have gone for that most popular colour and not got this. And look, I think it might be the most perfect shade ever for me, you know. This is the better shade for my skin tone. That is beautiful. I prefer it to the shade of the Tom Ford I just showed you. I can tell you that now because it's not as warm. That is lovely. Look how easily it went on, and it doesn't feel like an oil slick. Now remember it said it was going to go from solid to cream, but it doesn't. It feels like it's going from oil to more of a firm cream. That's almost how it feels to me. If you swatch this in store, you probably think, oh, that feels like a slippery Vaseline. Oh, that is so nice. That is gorgeous. It really is gorgeous. And you could apply this almost without looking. Well, that is a very, very, very good formula. Very impressed with that. I love it. So shame it's so chunky because I'm going away in a couple of days. I've been saying this for a while. I should tell you where I'm going. It's my husband Gadir's 50th birthday and it's our 21st wedding anniversary. On the 13th it's our anniversary and on the 14th of March it's his 50th birthday. So we are going to Budapest just for 5 nights, somewhere he's always wanted to visit. So we're going there and we're going to see some of the sites that he's wanted to see. So I'm busy trying to plan my packing, very limited packing because I'm going to be taking my case on the plane and not putting it underneath into the holdall. So I've only got that tiny carry-on case because we have to do a stopover in Amsterdam. So wish us luck for that, because last time we did that we missed the next flight and had to spend a night in Amsterdam, and we missed a night then in our destination, which was Germany last time. Oh, this is so nice. So yeah, we are off to Budapest and I would love to take this blush with me. That's how much I love it. I really love it. When it's new, it's nice to take something new, isn't it? But it's just too bulky. The mess I've made with it. It's definitely too bulky. I need something a lot smaller. But anyway, I do have lots of lovely blushes. So I'll have to struggle to choose one because I'm going to have such limited space. It will just be one blush for this holiday. At the moment, I think it could be the Fenty Suede blush, which I'm loving. Or the Chanel Trio. Anyway, that is gorgeous. If you're my skin twin, get Fig, honestly, gorgeous. And the price on it is really not bad, is it? 34, and there's quite a lot of product in here. So now let's apply the highlighter, and I've shown you before how I like to use this brush, the A506, the Angie Hot and Flashy from BK Beauty, when applying a cream highlighter, which you could go in with your fingers, but I'd rather use a brush, and this shape is perfect for this exact purpose. You can, oh wow. Gosh, that looks so much better than it did on the back of my hand. Can you see that? It's got a real wet look finish. Oh wow. And it's not shimmer, there's no glitter in it. It's really pretty. I think what I want to do is powder over this, which I know you shouldn't do, you really shouldn't. This is very much a natural makeup and I love the way it looks. But I want to, just so I can see how this might apply on top of powder at the end. So you'll know the 2 ways you could possibly use this. Or do what I quite like to do, which is powder then apply, so you know you've got it locked in for the day. Oh, that's really nice. Let me take some down the nose. I'm really, really impressed with this. I've kept that Tom Ford one on my desk since I got it. And I can honestly tell you, having used this for 5 minutes, I think I'll be putting the Tom Ford one away. I'm keeping this one on my desk. It's lovely. Bit too much shine on the nose there. That's my bad. I do look a little bit like I've got an oil slick down the nose. It is very, very, very oily, the highlighter, more so than the blush. I think that's something you do need to watch out for, but I think that that is gorgeous. Anyway, let me get some powder on, I think. So if I just powder the T-zone for now, I think I will go on the nose a bit because I think I need to take down that shine a bit from that highlighter. I wouldn't advise using it down the nose or on the Cupid's bow, it's just too oily. It certainly feels, it's definitely got a really sticky finish. It wasn't too bad when it was just the blush, but with the highlighter it does have quite a sticky finish and a very sort of wet look, which makes me rethink that would I replace it, but I do love the look of it. Definitely going to be using it a lot one way or another, I can tell you that for now. But maybe I'll be dipping into the blush more than the highlighter. Be interesting to see how it looks on top of powder, this highlighter. So I think I'll just take a little bit of powder on my puff. I do like to powder a hole on my forehead. So I've got no bronzer on today. I have put into my makeup list in the description box the bronzer. I was planning on using the powder bronzer, but I'm wondering if I need it. I might just put a tiny bit. I do think that contour gave me the bronze I needed really, but obviously powder brings that down a bit. So I've been trying this one from Fenty, which is new to me. This is the Fenty Inda Sun 01, and if you're a cool tone person looking for a cool tone bronze, this is fantastic. I don't know why it's taken me so long to try it. I actually bought quite a few things from Fenty. It was after doing their blushes. I thought I've got to go in and get more. And this is one of the things I got and I love it. I haven't stopped using it since the day it arrived. I do plan on doing a video, possibly a full face of Fenty video when I get back from my holiday. So I'll talk more about it then. But yeah, I'm loving it. I actually find now, off topic straight away, this is too oily. It is too oily, that highlighter. I do feel like I've got a smear of Vaseline on my face, even though it looked really pretty when it went on. I'm slowly going off the highlighter. So here it is with just my T-zone powdered and my forehead powdered. So I haven't touched my cheeks yet, but I certainly will now. And we can see how it looks. So let me take powder again and I will completely powder over the cheeks. So I'm going over that highlighter. And this is also how you rescue yourself if you end up with a big shiny mess like I've just ended up with. See? Gone. Now I did mention using these on your lips, so let me just try a little bit of this blush. If I take some of my fingers on the lips. That is quite a hydrating finish actually. Not a massive surprise because it is so oily. Very easy to pop on the lips and quite pretty, and I do always love matching cheek and lips. Let me put a little bit of this highlighter on top as well. There's no way I would use either of these products on the eyes though, they're just way too oily. Oh, that is very nice on the lips. It's very easy to use this product. So let's now try a little bit of the blush on top of the powder to see how it goes. Does it apply well? I think it does. There we go. We have a versatile cream blush again. They seem to be coming out with so many formulas lately that are just adaptable like this. And you can see the difference in the finish straight away. I'm getting more pigment, but it's also got that more dry finish because it's going on top of the powder, which I personally prefer. And I've sort of locked in the pink from earlier. And it's brought back the glow because there is a lot of glow off this blush because it is so creamy. So I don't think I need a highlighter. I think the highlighter I've got from beneath that is powdered over plus this blush having a bit of a glow is giving me the right level of highlight without it becoming an oil slick. So I'm not going to put this on top. I've tested the formula and I'm confident it would work on top, but I really don't see the need for it. I think that the highlight is just coming through from beneath the powder in a sort of perfect way. I've made such a mess of this, look, but it does to sort of emphasise how oily it is. That's definitely the best way to use it. I much prefer it like that. That highlighter works nicely now. I can still see the shine, that sort of glass finish, but without feeling like I've got a Vaseline slick on my face. And now, that's not tacky at all. I can hardly feel it because the powder has absorbed the excess oil. That's perfect. I love that. I really genuinely love that. So a little bit of a fun experience working it out, but I enjoyed it, and you can see it's very easy, and I like the versatility of using it on the lips as well. So talking about lips, I think all of the products I've picked up are lip products. The one product I really wanted to pick up, which was out of stock in the UK, which I believe is in stock in the US, is the 4-in-1 or something. No, it's not the 4-in-1. It's the 5-point Lift Colour Correcting Concealer with Caffeine. So this is like a pen that looks like an injection pen. So you push up and then the product comes out at the top with a black, a metal applicator. So it should have a cooling finish. It comes in 5 different shades, all available at the moment on the Sephora website in the US, but not available in the UK unless, I think there's just 1 or 2 shades left. But I would need the lightest in this, which is what's it called, Fair. The next shade up is Medium Fair. So if anyone has tried this, I would love to hear from you, because if when it comes back into stock you like it, then maybe I will pick it up. So what it says that this product does, I'll just take a screenshot actually. So I'll pop a picture up now of this product and the 5 shades. So the details on the Sephora website say that this is a colour correcting concealer that sculpts, lifts and illuminates in 5 key areas to diminish fatigue in one swipe. And how to use, there's not much information at all. Just apply to the 5 points, whichever they are. They've got pictures of these 5 points, even though I probably know them, but anyway. So there is a picture that's saying that the applicator delivers the perfect amount of lift with one single press, combats puffiness and wrinkles in energizing the skin. So if you can deal with caffeine, some people can't deal with caffeine in their skincare, reduces signs of fatigue and adds a natural luminosity. So the 5 points they recommend are just standard. So under the eye, here, 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 everywhere we normally put concealer to brighten and lift. So basically it's a concealer. It says 5 in 1, but we already use concealer for 5 things, but it's correcting and concealing. But I have noticed that the reviews coming in on the Sephora US site aren't that good. So maybe it's a good thing I didn't get that one. But if you've tried it, I would love to hear your thoughts on it, because if any of you do think it's good, maybe I will pick that up for another video. So now let's look at the lip products that I have picked up. So something that confused me actually is I picked up a case thinking I needed it, and I'm not sure I do. So this is a refill case, and this costs £30, so it's a bit of a disaster if I don't need it. So here is the case, but I don't know what I put in it. Oh look, it's magnetic, but I haven't got anything to go in it. So I thought that the lipsticks I bought go in it, but I don't think they do. Anyway, let's open them up and see if I have made the mistake I suspect I have. So I picked up 2 of the metal lip, the lip balm in burnt coral and gilded. Actually, I think I've just picked up gilded. I've written down in my notes that I picked up 2, so I've only picked up gilded, and I don't know why I picked that one up, but anyway, here are all the colours. There are 8 colours you can get. At the moment, Shaded Rose it's got a line through it because they're sold out on the Sephora site. So this did not need a case, so I definitely should not have done that. I think, is this Braille on the back? Which I think is a really good touch if it is. It's a very nice case, very simple and sleek. Not fancy though, like this one that I got before. Very different, isn't it? Very simple, but quite a sort of modern look, I think. Yeah, this doesn't come out, so I don't know what I got the case for. If anyone knows what I've got the case for, please tell me, because I don't know why I got it. So this is gilded. I think I got this because it was so different, but it probably looked terrible on me. It's not something, this is quite thick, you know, it's quite dry. And this is pure gold. Really can't imagine what this is going to look like. I must have liked the picture. Sorry, I've got setting powder there on my hand. I must have liked the picture of this on the website when I saw it. Let me just take off the blush and highlight from my lips and try the gilded. Gosh, that is quite strange. I'm not sure that goes with my eye look. Wow. That really has a lot of pigment. So I think this one would definitely be a party lip. I think I might quite like it now, but not with this eye look. This could be a really good option for Christmas. Put a brown liner on, and it could be a really good party gold, couldn't it? Or wear it with the golden palette from Natasha Denona. Does not go with the lilac and green I'm wearing on my eyes right now, or my top, but try to imagine me wearing Christmas attire and matching sort of colours on my eyes. No, you can't feel any of the shimmer in this at all, but that is really high impact. Wow. It makes me want more though. I definitely want Chalice, and I want Pantomime, and I want Shaded Rose. So it's just a few requests there. So I've picked up a LIPLACQ and I've picked up a lip liner. I don't know if they actually work together. I can't remember my logic when I was buying any of these things at the moment, so I'm surprising myself as I open them. So the lip liner is £24 and they have 12 universal lip shades. So it sounds like the sort of trend at the moment to bring out lip liners that are very much your lips, your lip shades or slightly darker so you can contour. So the shade I've gone for is, it's called Bourbon, and this is just a pencil. It does say it comes with a sharpener, so it's just as well I read that because I might not have noticed. I think that might be in the bottom of the box. I can't get it out. I'm gonna have to rip this box. This really doesn't help when you have long nails on, because if I try to pull it from the bottom, I might rip my nail off. So I'm literally ripping the whole box open to get the sharpener out. This is the state of things. So, and finally I've got to the bottom. I've got my sharpener. Ooh, I nearly dropped it. Okay, so it's a metal sharpener that comes with it. There we go, add that to all the other sharpeners I've had from lip liners. And let's try, well, no, let's not try it on. Let's see what the lip lacquer colour is. So this is the liner I've gone for. Bourbon. Let's see the LIPLACQ colour I got. So this product is £32. It says it's plumping, hydrating and a high shine lacquer. I've got it in the shade ultraviolet. Classic me. This is not going to go with this lip liner. Maybe I should try that gilded one on with this. And I don't know. I'll try this on first. So this says you get bee stung lips without the needles. LIPLACQ Triple Moisture Restore has hyaluronic acid microspheres to penetrate and plump the lips from deep within. And it also has botanical lip puffer cocktail, which features capsicum frutescens, I don't know what that is, a fruit extract, soybean oil and ginger oil, which stimulate natural circulation and enhance the appearance of lips for an instant volumizing effect. This will warm the lips. So now I'm thinking I probably should leave this one on last. Vitamin E delivers moisture and regeneration. Coffee bean extract protects against the elements. Your lips are left plumped with a vinyl-like finish. Supreme shine without the stick. Right, what do? I think I should put that on last to get the full plumping effect. I'll try the liner. Oh, I like that shade. The liner is described as a silky smooth formula gliding on effortlessly, which it did, delivering precise lines. It certainly does, with that very sharp tip that you can sharpen. Long lasting, smudge proof, which I will test after I've given that time to dry down. Give you a flawless sculpted pout. Lip liner purchase includes sharpener, like we said. I don't know if I've already told you all of that twice. If I have, please forgive me. I'll just smudge this out a little. And see, when I tried the Fenty violet colour or lilac colour, I used Riri on the outside of the lips as a contrast and it really worked. So shall I try it? So I've got that warmer outer edge and then lilac in the middle. Shall we just try it? I was thinking of putting gilded back on because gilded would probably go with this. Let's just go for it. So this has really heavy packaging. This feels a lot more luxe actually. And you can see the product there in the window. So this does look like more of a topper sort of shade. But anything with the word lilac, and I'm always interested. Yeah, it looks like more of a topper. I don't know if it has that smell. There's like, oh, that burny one from Too Faced. Is it Too Faced? It smells like that. So I don't know if this is going to really burn. So let's just put this on. Let's just wait and see. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it has that smell, so I might in a minute feel like my lips have gone on fire. The lip injection is what I'm thinking of. Smells like lip injection. I like the applicator on this. Very small sort of doe foot, very flat. You can be quite accurate with it. But I am picking up a bit of the liner and then transferring it back into the product, which is not great, but anyway, it is what it is. Oh, I like that. That's me thinking it wouldn't work with this liner, and it's so clear, it's not particularly violet at all. Well, so far, I'm not getting an intense burning like I would with the lip injections. It's just a slight tingle and a bit of warmth I can feel. Anyway, let's just have a look at this lip liner. See if I can smudge it out. I can smudge it out, but then I put quite a thick layer of it. Anyway, I'll put one thin line on this hand, which has had no product whatsoever, because I have put other products on this hand. So I'm just going to leave that one line, and I'll look at that right at the very end. I can definitely feel a bit more of an intense burn, but definitely not as severe as lip injection. I'd say this is about half the power of lip injection from a burning point of view. So if you're someone who really doesn't like burning, I would skip this. If you're someone who finds lip injection just a little bit too much, then this could be your better option. But you've got lovely packaging, and I really like the shimmer. And this would be a great topper on top of lots of things, but this is literally just going straight on my lips with liner, and I do feel like it might have brought the blood to the lips as it suggests, because I feel like they've got a bit more colourful. But it's not colour coming from this, it's because it's bringing the blood to the lips. But the one thing to keep in mind with that is 15 minutes later that's likely to go, because the blood will just go back away. Anyway, so that is everything I've got so far from Isamaya to try, and it's been pretty much a big success, I'd say. That contour was really, really good, so easy to use. I will definitely be going back and using it, and you know what I thought of that plum blush. I thought it was absolutely stunning. I think my favourite thing I've tried today was this blush. The highlighter, like I said, definitely put it on and then powder, because look at the wet look I'm getting, minus the sticky, because it's underneath. I love it. But that's definitely how I'd wear it. So you know, remember what I did? We put the two of them, then powdered, and then just put a bit of blush on top of the powder to bring back a bit more of the colour. And then this is very nice on the lips as well, but very, very oily when you add the highlighter as well. I would probably just go with that on the lips because it brought enough hydration. The contour, I think I might try that in my eyes, but I'm not that keen on wearing a cream product in the eyes, so I don't know, but that's something you could do, and it worked really well under the lips as a lip contour as well. So I really enjoy the contour. That's another standout. So these are the two top picks, I'd say, from what I've tried. But obviously I got that lip case for no apparent reason, so I need to find out what I should fill my lip case with. And then we have the Metal Lip Balm, extremely high impact shade, so I definitely want to try one of the pinky ones. So well, the one I want is out of stock, but I might just go back for another one. And then the lacquer that we've just tried on, that is what it's called, or LIPLACQ, yeah. Very nice, lovely packaging, but quite weighty, just keep that in mind. That and the blush, quite weighty. But overall, really enjoyed. Let me have a look at this liner. Here it is when I rub it out. So I wouldn't say it completely stays, but it's not disappearing either. If I really rub, it's still there faintly, so I think I'll probably have quite a bit of liner on by the end of the day. I will be editing this quite late in the day, so I'll let you know if I've got any liner left, but I'm going by that. I would expect to have some left because it won't disappear off my hand, so that's very good. So that is everything I've got to show you, and because I'm going away and I won't be able to do anything for you at all online for the next week, I just want to quickly do some swatches, so please do feel free to skip right to the end and say goodbye. I've had a few swatch requests. One of the swatch requests was to compare the new Chanel Utopia from the Camellia collection with the Lisa Eldridge, not because they're similar, but because somebody said they're just torn between which one to buy. They like both of them, but they want to choose one or the other. So they want me to swatch them side by side. So that's what I'm going to do first. Here we have Lisa Eldridge Betty, and here we have the Chanel Utopia. The standout from Utopia is this sort of duochrome, which is very unique. There's nothing quite like that in the Betty, but I'd say you're getting more pigment out of these shades, like the goldy brown here, and then obviously this one here. But the Chanel is so beautiful. And then you're getting the pink rather than the lilac. So hopefully that's helped you. I can tell you now, for going on holiday for this 5-day break, these are exactly the two palettes I'm taking with me. That's my decision made because they are both so beautiful. And the other request I've had was to compare the Natasha Denona Bloom, some of the shades, with two of the Tom Ford releases. One that's slightly older, which is the Golden Hour, and another one, Peach Glamour. So I'm just going to look now at all these palettes together to see which shades might be similar, and I'll show you straight away now. Just looking at them side by side, here we have the Natasha Denona Bloom, and here is Peach Glamour. If you want to see if you can spot any possible matches there. And here is Golden Hour. So here we have Bloom and here we have Golden Hour. So I think you can pretty much match up the looks there, except we've got slightly more of a peachy shade from Bloom. So there's definite matches there with Golden Hour. The formulas on both are extremely similar, both beautiful, beautiful formulas. Very impactful, ever so slightly more smooth, I'd say, with the Tom Ford Golden Hour. Just slightly. But yeah. So if you have Golden Hour, you can definitely create a Bloom look. One thing with Golden Hour though is they are all shimmers, there's no mattes. So this is the Tom Ford Peach Glamour, and there's two shades in that which are very goldy. So there are no golds in the Natasha Denona. So I'm just comparing the brown matte, and you can see you can get similar shades in the Natasha Denona to this sort of peach, the only real peach in the Peach Glamour. So you can, with the shimmery peaches, the light shimmery peaches, this is Fluorescence and Lush that I've actually swatched here. So that's slightly similar to the peach from Tom Ford, but then we have these two golds. There's nothing really that matches that because there isn't a gold in the Bloom palette. So I hope that's been helpful. So that is the end of my review and my swatches, and that's the last thing you'll hear from me until I get back. But I have got another 3 videos that I've pre-recorded which will be going out, so hopefully I'll be able to catch up with comments as they go out. I will schedule them to go out as I'm away, so hopefully I'll be able to catch up with you. But if I don't always reply to comments when they go out, I could be out for a meal or doing something when it happens, so I do apologise if I'm a bit slow to respond or if I have any Wi-Fi issues and I just can't respond. But I will get back to all comments that I haven't responded to when I return, and any requests for swatches and things like that I'll deal with when I... Sorry, my battery cut me off then, so I've got a couple of seconds before it gets me off again to just say to you about replying to comments when I'm away. Hopefully I will be able to get back to you as soon as I can, but if not, then when I return I will catch up with everything from there. I also wanted to say I appreciate everyone's feedback when I asked you about whether or not to start a membership here on my channel. I just wanted to reconfirm that if I do that, nobody will lose out on the content I put out now. It wouldn't be for new releases, that would still be going out on my channel as normal, and my monthly roundups and everything else that I currently do. If I do open up a membership, it would just be for very different content, so I don't know whether I'm going to do it or not at the moment. It's a lot of work adding that into everything else I do, so I have to have a serious think about it. But I just wanted to establish if there's demand for that sort of extra video for members only, where I could do something a bit more exclusive, like we talked about in my review for the... which one was it? It was in the Viseart review, so if anyone missed it, at the very end of the Viseart review I went into more detail there. But if you're one of the people who replied, I really do appreciate that feedback. And that's about it from me for today, and that's it from me until I get back. But like I said, you will see me in my uploads, and I hope to catch up with you all again very, very soon. I'll hopefully post some pictures as well of my trip while I'm away, so look out for those. I'll post them maybe on Instagram, or if you join my Instagram account, which is han.beauty101, and I'll post them here on my post page, which is no longer called community, here on YouTube. So if you've enjoyed this video and you're not subscribed, I would appreciate it ever so much if you did hit the subscribe button and the like button if you've enjoyed this video. And if you're already subscribed, you're at the end of another video, and I really appreciate you for being here. And I hope to see you all again for my next video. Take care everybody. Bye.